Hello, hello. Thank you for tuning in live with us. We see you. If I could accept Vanessa, we could get started. 1 second. There we go.
There we go.
We're live on LinkedIn and everything too, so that's
Yay.
perfect. Yay, you guys. Thank you for tuning in with us live on this beautiful Friday. It's monsoon season in Arizona, so we're starting to get rain now and gray clouds and like some weather.
Wow.
It sounds really weird to be excited about gray clouds and rainy, stormy weather, but it's really fun to have that mixed in with the sunshine. It gives like a good contrast. It's fun.
It is fun. It's so interesting, being in California where it's like every day sunny. It was like all I wanted was like some rain or like the clouds does feel cozy. And then moving out to the Midwest for a short bit where that's all you get like every day. I'm like, where's the
Hmm.
freaking sun? It's so funny. There has to be a great balance, I think, for sure. And
Hmm.
that's like what we're all about too. Just balance is everything. You don't want the extremes of like everyday sun, the extremes of everyday clouds. But like it's like that balance of appreciation for when they flow in. So that's so cool, girls. Keep that up.
Yeah,
Yay.
yay, tuning in from St. Louis. Perfect. You guys,
Hmm.
yeah, let us know what part of the world you're tuning in from if you're joining us live, but we're going to get started here with this amazing topic on how to create a soul-aligned, magnetic, and impactful spiritual business online. This is what Vanessa and I specialize in inside Sacred Leader Academy. And we could literally talk about these topics like all day long. And we hop on calls with people. We see from the inside out what's happening with new emerging spiritual entrepreneurs firsthand every single day as they are fully stepping into aligning with their mission and their message and their gift and who they're here to serve. And the one, go ahead.
I was gonna
Sorry.
say real quick. No, no, it's okay. I was gonna say real quickly too. Why this is so fun is because we also see collectively as a world, this is not a exchange time for money kind of world anymore. People are coming and creating an exchange of services and income in different ways. So it's not, the brick and mortar. People are coming online. They're leveraging the online space. They're finding more creative ways to generate and design their life, right? That's why it's so, so fun. And people that tap into this and are open to this and just feel it in their heart, I celebrate you guys because it's a new era, it's a new day, it's a new age, and that's why this gets us so excited because people, like Sarah said, literally are stepping out of that old paradigm of work and business and coming into this new paradigm of abundance and freedom and truly designing your life and knowing that you can have it all, which is so, so fun. I just wanted to throw that in there. So
Yeah,
celebrating you,
this is
queens.
fun. I mean, we really focus on people that want to have an online presence because,
Hmm.
and so if you're a spiritual entrepreneur with a brick and mortar or geographically targeted business, geo-targeted business, that's cool. We understand that. But there's so much potential to make a bigger impact, obviously, if you're launching your business online. For obvious reasons, your phone is literally a portal to billions of people on the planet that could be utilizing your services. When you think of that, like just like that, if you can show up and you can show up aligned and magnetic and really speak to the people that really are going to gravitate towards what it is that you have to offer. And so building a soul aligned business, I just want you to know that just to think about this for a second, like your gift, your message is exactly what your ideal soulmate client needs. I'm going to preface and really emphasize, not preface, but emphasize ideal soulmate client with, and because so many people think there's so much noise online with coaching, which is true. It's growing industry. That's not going away anytime soon, but there's always a space for you. There's always going to be a space for you.
Yeah.
And so the spiritual entrepreneur is faced with, okay, well, how do I carve out a space for that? How do I show up in a way that is magnetic, that is in alignment with my soulmate client or with the people that I'm here to serve so that they can naturally gravitate towards me and so that you can make an impact in the world? And so this conversation can spin so many different ways, but I guess we'll just talk first about the impact because that's the one key thing that we specialize in that is across the board. This is a soul calling for every single one of our clients. They're here to make a bigger impact and they know they're here to make a big impact. They've probably known they're here to make a big impact in some way, shape, or form, and that there's something massive for them. And this isn't to put heaviness on this journey, but it's just to say that there's always been a knowingness within that there's something expansive that they're stepping into that's beyond them, that they're here to make an impact in the world that is beyond just what their interactions are in their day-to-day life. And there's nothing wrong with being the light in the interactions of your day-to-day life with all the people that you meet. That is enough, right? And just you being a light is enough for you to make a ripple effect your whole life, right? So they say, I think I heard this one time before, I forget from who, that the average person will impact almost 500,000 people in their lifetime just by the people that you talk to, and then the ripple effect
Yes.
of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so that's amazing, and that is honorable, and that's but there are also people that are called to make an impact beyond just their normal day-to-day interactions of what they're doing in their life, and they're being called to entrepreneurship to do it as the vehicle, right? So
Mm-hmm.
if you're not being called to entrepreneurship as the vehicle, this probably isn't for you. But if you are being called to entrepreneurship as the vehicle in order to exponentially expand the impact that you're here to make, that's what we want to chat with you about today. And one of the first things is really funny because our clients will pop up and they'll want to make a big impact, and simultaneously the other thing that they really have a desire to do is to be really abundantly supported in their mission work and create more freedom in their life. Like, they want location freedom, they want time freedom, they want financial freedom, they want the ability to wake up, follow their soul guidance, and not have to be constricted or restricted. So
Mm-hmm.
helping them make a big impact while also helping them create that ideal lifestyle that supports that impact, so they can continuously live in flow and show up in a way that is guided by their higher self and what their soul is asking them to do, and not what the not not so compartmentalized or constricted. Does that make sense?
I love that, and I love that you brought out the impact for them too. It's impact. Let's We're talking specifically for an online business that we know you, if you're listening and resonating, want that globally. And it's so interesting. We have clients that are from the other side of the world, and it's amazing the connection, and it's so real, even though we've never met. That is impact that at the touch of your finger, at the touch of your phone, like the touch of your voice, you can do. But I also, I want to bring it for 1 second. I love that you said impact for them, for you as the business leader, because let's be straight up. So, and again, brick and mortar, if you're out doing an actual business and an actual location is incredible too. Why I think the world is kind of elevating to this online presence is because, so our overhead, as Sarah and I have our overhead for our team and what we put out to invest in our business, is under $5,000, but that stays and will, as we continue to grow, that number stays, which is so fun. So that's why the impact, why is it important for the impact? Yes, for you as well, because many of our clients, they're not just coaches, they are, you and yourself know that as your business grows, you evolve as well. So what do they want to do? They want to invest back into themselves, maybe with other programs or seminars or something to help them build, because they know it helps their business build. Or like Sarah said, picking up and be able to fly off somewhere and still be able to do some work, but have that freedom to be in a new environment. I My grandpa like had a brick and mortar business and would go in the same building every single day. And as we expand, if you are resonating with us, and as you know, like, the more visceral you can get in your environment, the new influence you can get, the new opportunities, places that touches you, which makes you touch your business more, because it's all expansion, it's all growth. I hope that like came out right, but the impact is so important, and I want us to also, because this is Divine Femme is receiving, and we are embodying our queenship, our empress, receive the impact for you too, and what that impact can and will do for you, which again in turn does it for your business, for your clients, for the world, and for the people that you interact with every day. That is flipping cool. It's fun, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's so fun. And okay, so to like streamline this chat to make sure it's super effective for you guys and not too long, we're probably just going to touch on the first few things that really help you come into complete soul alignment and magnetism for your soulmate client. And we'll touch on we'll just see how this flows out. But the very first thing that you really got to get clear on, and that so many entrepreneurs have a lack of clarity around, which is why aligned clarity is so key at the very beginning, is really tapping into your soulmate client and who you serve, and knowing them like the back of your hand. You should know your soulmate client inside and out. When people apply to hop on our calls, they say things on the application to get to, there's a gateway, right? I'm not open to every single person that wants a free impact assessment. I'm open to soul aligned potential clients that are actually going to benefit from what I have to offer. And it's not an accident when they fill out the application to speak with us that they're saying, oh, they want to hit 10K months, they want more freedom, they want to make a huge impact with the least amount of time invested so that they can live their life, right? And the way that they see fit, the way that they choose to. How does that happen? How are we able to attract in people that are actually looking for the exact same things that that one of our premium offers, right? The result that our premium program offers. In this case, we're referring to Sacred Leader
Mhm.
Academy. Right. And
Mhm.
so just going to share with you some of the stuff that has to be sort of like reverse engineered from your own story and your own journey in order for you to get to the place where people are seeking you out for exactly what you offer and what lights you up and what really lights you up to offer. Right. Um, First and foremost, there has to be some clarity around who you serve. So, one thing that we see a lot of is spiritual entrepreneurs, light workers, teachers, and healers hanging up their hat online, charging hourly, and calling it an energy healing session, or calling it a hypnotherapy session,
Mhm.
or calling it a coaching session. All right. So that's great because you're dabbling and you're getting your feet wet, and you're likely, if you're like a lot of our clients, you have a lot of success working with your clients. Some of
Mhm.
them are still working on consistency, but you get amazing results. You have a gift, you have an ability, you're a natural teacher healer, you're a natural way shower. People are coming to you. There's probably a theme of what they're coming to you for and what you're helping them with. But you're likely spreading your time spending dollars for hours and time for money. And so this greatly impacts the level of impact that you can make. Okay.
Mhm.
And so, first and foremost, is getting really clear whether you already have an existing clientele base or you don't. This is key. And this will save you literally years of heartache if you just listen to this right now and get
Mhm.
really, really clear on your soulmate client who you serve and know them so intimately. Once you're Oprah Winfrey or Gabrielle Bernstein, you can go do whatever you want and people will still sign up and you can be more general. But right now, as a micro influencer or someone that's stepping into the online space or someone that's
Mhm.
emerging with a small following or not a large
Mhm.
email list or no email list. A lot of our clients have zero email lists when they hit their first 10K month. They don't even have a CRM database, you guys. They don't have a large following. If you're
Mhm.
likely in that place, then it's going to benefit you greatly by narrowing completely down to, I would say,
Mhm.
micro niching down and get super specific. And here's why, because when you can really get really intimate with the client that you're here to serve, you're going to be able to speak directly to them. And that's going to really connect with them on a deeper level than if you stay general.
Mhm.
So for example, let's see if I can use a good example that doesn't get confusing.
I have a good one.
Uh, okay.
I love one of our clients. I think people come in, they think they have to be a coach that helps coaches, but one of our clients, when she narrowed down and she trusted her instinct that she really felt called to work with love. I love this story, like, and really admitted that to herself, conscious love, couples, like true love. And at first, I don't think people would think like, "Is that really can you do that?" But she did it powerfully, and she's the one that made, like, 18,000, was it, in a week because she pivoted. She allowed herself to pivot. So I love that, but do we see how narrow that is? Because she listened and tapped in to really what she felt called to serve, and it was love.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is really key, and this was one of my favorite things to do is to have really because I'll is to really help extract that from you and get really, really specific
Mhm,
with your program name, the offering, the results, and even the tagline and all of these things because your messaging has to really be on point. Well, how can your messaging really be on point? And how can you speak to the results that your client really, really wants if you don't even really know who your client is? So, if you want to get right down to bare bone basics, you have to get really, really crystal clear on your soulmate client and know them like the back of your hand. Know exactly where they're at on the journey and where they're at and what's manifesting in their life at the time that they are raising their hand and need someone exactly like you to enter their experience to help them through a very specific transformational part of their journey. It's not their whole life. They're not meant to have a mentor their whole life. You're not meant to have someone always there with you. You're meant to go through your own trials and tribulations. But
mhm,
when someone is ready, the mentor will appear. I think you guys have probably experienced this. I know I have. I don't know if Vanessa has, but
Oh yeah.
When you are ready, the mentor will appear. And when you call it in, that's how this process of alignment works, right? They're calling you in. You have to be able to show up and speak their language and to let them understand that you know what they're going through and that you've been there, done that. So this brings us to the second point. This is all piggybacking off of really reverse engineering your mission, your message, your gift, and who you're here to serve by really getting clear on who
Mm.
lights you up. And it's loosely going to be based on a transformational journey that you've already gone through yourself. You've either already gotten these results yourself or you've helped someone else get those
Mhm.
results.
Who I was gonna say real quickly, who lights you up? That is such an important thing. You really have to put the ego down because again, it can be so shiny object, that child archetype. We're all over the place with all these coaches that make it seem like you know, whatever. Like you have to like I love that so much. Who lights you the F up? Do you know why that's so important? Because when you are tapped into that, it becomes sacred, like Sarah said. You can easily like things just flow in like that you get to connect for them when you're like it's so much more in flow, which is what we're about. So when you're trying to effort and trying to create your soulmate client like you think everyone else is doing, you have to like give yourself the courage, the trust, the strength to put the ego down and tap in and be real with yourself. Sarah and I had to go through a quick a transition of really tapping in who really lights us up, and it's so much more fun, it's so much more in flow, it's so much easier when you do that. It just works. It just works and people find you. And I want this whole idea, I love this saying of it just works to get in you when you do these steps that we're breaking down. I hope that makes sense because it's so, so, so
Yeah.
key when you can really allow yourself to surrender their ego, put it down, and tap into really listening to that little voice that just brushes across you. It's like, no, this is really what you feel. And trust that
Yeah.
and have fun with that. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah. A quick case study, real quick. I know I want to keep this on track because I do have another call at 10:30. But a quick case study that comes to mind is one of our clients. She has been, when she found us, she was teaching for the Chopra Foundation. She has lots of really cool credentials out there, beautiful website, offerings, certifications, all the things. No money coming in, no revenue coming in, no clients being served, no impact being made, right? It wasn't until she was able to really get clear and reverse engineer what was tethered to her heart, what was really something that was soul birthed into the world versus something that was even certification based
Ooh.
or something, and so,
Mhm.
and this wasn't even saying that she wasn't getting creative with her offerings. She was creating really cool offerings, but it was still something that was created from the mental body versus created from your heart and soul. And there's a difference there.
Mhm.
And and if you guys want to know more about that case study, you can find it inside Mission to Impact, which is our Facebook group. It's pinned to the top. So if you're already watching this inside Mission Impact, then all you have to do is scroll up and watch the video.
Mhm.
And if you want access to that, let us know. We can drop you the link to get you access to that, or just reach out to us anywhere that we're on social media, and we'll get you the link to that. And you can watch her beautiful transformation from going from
Mhm.
literally being an energy healer, going door to door, doing remote mobile energy healing and massage therapy, and having a website online and plenty of credentials, but not making any revenue, not generating any revenue, or having any clients, to creating her soul aligned magnetic premium program that it was now enrolling, you know, clients at the multiple four-figure level into her
Mhm.
premium program, which was amazing to watch her see. And now she's off doing retreats both in person and online and having so much fun,
Mhm.
because that's what happens once you get to that first level, the foundation level, where you're generating revenue, you're tuned in, you're tapped into your messaging, you're honoring your voice, your message, your gift, you're
Mhm.
clear on who you're here to serve. Then the sky's the limit of what you can create beyond that, because you have
Mhm.
so much time freedom in your life that you are able to go out and make an even bigger impact doing what you love, which in her case is a retreat. In some
Yeah.
clients, it's a book. With other clients, it's speaking engagements. With other clients, it's more coaching programs. And with other clients, it's just more freedom to travel and have fun. However you want to spend your time is perfectly, obviously perfect. So that being said, we barely scratched the surface here. Like, really aligning with who it is that you're here to serve is just like the basics. It's really something you got to get clear on, and if you don't, then you're gonna end up like coming back to this at some point, and I promise you this, you'll come back and you can tell me 3 years from now, Sarah, I watched your video, I wish I would have listened to you then. And yeah, you would have saved so much time and energy and stress and frustrations, because I've been
Mm,
there, done that. And I wasn't, and I'm just going to share with you the next little step. I think we have some time. So once you get really crystal clear on that, you obviously are going to also get crystal clear on your soulmate client. You're also going to be getting crystal clear on the results that they want. And when you reverse engineer your own transformational journey and you recognize the steps that you've gone through to go from A to Z in your own life,
mm,
this is part of the overarching transformation that's going to be part of your premium program. And so keep an eye out. There's probably going to be some more offerings to help you create an irresistible program, if, to just give you the nuts and bolts of this. But your soulmate client needs to know a couple of things. One, that they can trust you. So when you talk about an impact assessment like we offer, where are you showing up and how are you showing up in a way that highlights yourself as an authority, as the one expert in your niche that can serve your soulmate client for this very specific result that you know that they need. That's your transformational program. And this is also how you need to be showing up in the world so that they know with crystal clear clarity, no shadow of a doubt in their mind, that you are the one that can help them with this problem. This is why we teach the authority conversion pathway inside Sacred Leader Academy,
mhm,
because highlighting yourself as an authority and as the one that can really serve them and at the highest level is key. Because the number one thing your clients are thinking right before they hire you is, that's fine for her, it works for her, but it's not going to work for me. They think that they're this unicorn and that things aren't applying to them, or it's fine for her other clients that got results, but it's probably not possible for me.
mm, mhm,
The way you help them understand that it is you let them know that you are not some special case. You've been there, done that. How do you do that? You do that by sharing your authentic story and showing up in a way that highlights you as an authority. So, Vanessa and I like to teach multidimensional marketing. And I know we're touching on so many points here, you guys. So, if you like one of these and you gravitate towards one of these, please drop a comment and let us know. And we'll expand on another live stream,
mhm,
specifically just on one of these, because I'm throwing so much at you right now. But we like to teach on multidimensional marketing, and we'll close on this and get Vanessa's comments too. But this is a combination of marrying the best of two worlds, the best of both worlds. We're marrying the embodiment of being a divine channel and vessel for what Source wants to create through you,
mhm,
mixed with the 3D tangible strategies that ground it into the 3D and support it birthing into the world. So multidimensional marketing, which we won't go into too much here, but this is part of it, is highlighting yourself as an authority while also bringing in your own transformational stories and the divine wisdom that wants to come through and marrying that together. How can you marry together your own story and transformation with what is divinely guided to be called through you? And then of course, anchoring that in the 3D by actually posting it and putting it out there and doing the thing to get it out there somehow. But this is what really is going to magnetize your message and help you become magnetic, because how can you trump that? How can you trump your own transformational story, which is no accident? You were gifted this story for a reason. You were gifted this journey for a reason. And marrying that with the divine wisdom that wants to come through you, which is what we specialize in our marketing in our module 3, right?
mhm,
Like once you really tap into understanding those two things and how to open yourself to receive that and take action on it and marry those together and stop hiding from your own transformational story and sharing that in a way that can translate out into the world, that you know your shit, you know what you're talking
mhm,
about. People want to hire you because you know what you're so confident that you can help the right person, the right person get a very
mhm,
specific result, the right
mhm,
person get a very specific result. I want you to really rest on that, because so many of you know that your services can help 8 billion people on the planet. But I know you're super, super, super confident that you can help the right person, a very specific person, get a very specific result. And you can feel like when you tap into that, your confidence levels go through the
mhm,
roof, because you know you got this. You are an expert in your own transformational journey. Everything that you've learned is now coming full circle, and everything that you've embodied is now coming full circle. Your job is just to package it in a way that allows them to take that leap with you and get really clear on what that leap is and what that transformational journey is. Because when you can really get clear on the perfect person that you know you can serve at the highest level, you won't have imposter syndrome. It won't, you'll still have it, but it won't be to the degree that it's been paralyzing you up until this point. You won't. So that being said, I know any other final tips, Vanessa, or anything final shares to close us out, because we do have to jump here. It's at 10:30.
No, this was so beautiful. Thank you. We see all the comments. Thank you for your energy. If you guys are with us live, if you're watching the replay, for sure hit replay. I want to make sure Sarah gets up that link. Absolutely. Yes, yes, yes. So your next step, you guys, if this resonates, I want to say one thing real quickly. If it resonates and you feel any kind of resonation with us, that's for a reason. And it's already in you. I always like to encourage you because you are so powerful, whether you know it or not. I know we all internally know it, but if it's resonating, you feel a hell yes. Take a notice of what's coming up. I love what Sarah said, like, oh yes, I feel this, but they can do it. I don't know if I can. Or like take notice of like what like slight thoughts are coming through, and push pause and know that you can rise above and conquer that. And that's, I think, what's coming up for me, because I love what she said too. We always say this, if you're your hell yes, follow it and trust. On the other side of that is so, so much that we can't even describe to you, because it's your journey to have. We just get to guide you and witness and expand you even more. But what would you want to be celebrating this time next year if you followed your hell yes, if you answered your call, which I know you did, and you took the steps no matter what comes up, no matter what sabotage comes up? No, you are so beyond that. You're so beyond that. And there's so much fun, flow, freedom to be had now. So that's really, really cool. So celebrating you guys. Watch that ABC Masterclass if this resonates. We are so pumped to welcome you in to the SLA Sacred Leader Academy family and witness all your journeys. So message us too if you want the free impact assessment call. We are currently doing this. Is very, very fun. So it's going to be so powerful for you to leverage. Once you watch the ABC Masterclass, there's a link below it, and you book that, and Sarah's doing this diagnostic call with you. She is such a boss, closing those gaps. It's so fun, incredibly powerful. You come out like realizing things you didn't even realize. And it's a really good time. So message and book that. Yeah. And then let's go time, right?
Yay.
Beautiful.
Yay, you guys have a good weekend. Happy weekend. Happy Friday. And we will see you next week on Wednesday.
Cheers, lovely.